Okay, 12 was good. Ooh. Hey. Oh, okay, this first set of dumbbell flies. So I'm into my 10th week of this routine. And to be honest, for the last week or two, I've been really looking to finish this routine off because I just want to change it up. Yeah, the last couple of weeks I'm not feeling great with the routine. I don't know if I'm just bored of it, or you know, when you stop progressing. I don't know if this is down to my diet. I said in my last video that the road to 15% body fat. So like my plan from now till the summer, what this whole series is about, is trying to get to 15% body fat. And I just had a couple of shitty weeks, and yeah, the diet wasn't going great, but I didn't go crazy. I started the series at 89 kg. I got down to 85, and then over the last week or two, I rebounded up to just under 87. So it's not massive, you know, and this is always meant to be a very slow progress. Like, I want to do this over 4 or 5 months. And I think the goal weight's probably about 78 kg. So I'm not far off it. And anyway, since that last video, over the last 5 or 6 days, I've just stopped messing, and I brought my weight down to 86 kg. So it's not where it was before I started all this, but then again, I'm not like going crazy and restricting myself. I'm still getting all my protein, I'm eating all my proper meals, I'm just cutting out the shit and not eating too much. So it's going to be slow progression, but it's good. I feel like I'm back on track, and that's the reason I'm kind of excited to change the routine as well, because although I've gotten much stronger with this routine, just want to change it up. I want to change it up, get a bit more vigor, a bit more excitement. As you might see here, like I've started the flies there. I got my new Eisen links, so I have these new adjustable dumbbells. The next thing is 100% going to be a bench. I'm sick of overhead pressing against the wall or doing a shoulder press against the wall. That sucks. So I want to get a bench soon enough, because a squat rack is going to be a long time. But a bench is doable. But anyway, a squat rack. Big thing I wanted to talk about with this today is I did my bench. Because I got the Eisen links, normally I warm up, I do 59 kg for about 15 reps, or 49 kg for 15 reps, 69 kg for 12 reps, and then I go into my 95 kgs, previously 89 kgs, which my first week, 2 weeks ago, I got 7 reps and 6 reps, or 7 and 7, I don't remember exactly, and then last week I got 6 and 5. So today I got 5 reps, and I was like, no way I'm losing another rep, this is fucking ridiculous. Like, so I tried to force the 6 rep, and yeah, I dropped the weight on my chest and I had to roll it on my legs, and I got stuck, and it was just horrible. So that's just really demoralizing, to week on week lose a rep on my bench. It just doesn't feel good. I like, don't know what I'm doing wrong. And then I was actually streaming while I was doing it, and someone suggested the static holds to me. They were like, do the static holds, and I lowered the weight anyway for my last set. I lowered it 6 kg, I did 6 reps. Normally I do 7, so I even lost a rep when I dropped the weight, which is annoying. But then I did the static hold for about 15 seconds with 89 kg. So what I did was I had the bar, I held it halfway, and I just held it for 15 seconds. I've heard this thing about static holds for your bench and to get strong in certain positions. I've actually heard it a lot, and I've never actually done it. So this guy was encouraging me. He said the burn is really good. He was like, lower the weight and do it. So I lowered it to 69 kg. and I did 3 sets of 30-second static holds midway down, and I'll just show you here quickly. From everything I've heard, this is meant to be, might be a bit tired now because I've already done this 3 times, but I've heard this a lot on like big influencers, like really good coaches online. I've heard these static holds are like really good. So you hold it here about halfway. I think you can also hold it at the top, but apparently halfway is better. And like the first 15 seconds feel fine, but then the last 15, the last 10 and 5 feel really bad. And I'm just trying to hold it till before it starts moving down so that I don't get stuck. But like like normally I can rep this way pretty easily, but after holding it for that amount of seconds, it man, it messes with you. But like I get such a good burn along my pecs, and I feel it like, and I have heard like it gets you stronger in that position where you failed a lot. I've not done anything supplementary for my benching, but I do want to do 100 kg for maybe about 5 reps. And if I'm getting 95 for 5, it's not a great sign. So I think I might start adding those at the end of a bench session and just seeing if I progress and how that helps, or if it helps. It doesn't take too long. I might do 5 sets instead of 3, depending on how much time I have for the workout. But yeah, I think that'll be a cool thing to add. And it just doesn't take much either. So we'll see how that goes. I have 2 more sets of these dumbbell flies. 16 kgs. The eyes and links are incredible. It's just so much faster. It's so much less complicated changing the weight. Like, granted, if I got like a rep Pippin or whatever them ones are, you can just slide it. That'd be much faster, or the power blocks or anything like that. But I don't really like the cage. And these are really cheap. These are really cheap for the amount of weight you get. I have the 20 kg versions now. I think I'm going to buy the extra weight so I can put them up to 36 kgs each. I think that'd be really good. And anyway, when I do a 1-arm dumbbell row, or if I'm doing any unilateral movements, I can just put more weight onto one as and when I need it. I did shoulder presses on them. The shoulder presses felt really good. I did a flat bench. I'd like to blame my poor bench today on that, but I don't think I can. I did 20 kg, 15 reps for 2 sets. Felt really good. They're thicker than my cheap dumbbell bars, which is nice for the pushing movements. I'm wearing the gloves for the flies because they have nice knurling and it's quite strong, but I just don't think that'll work nicely with flies, so I prefer to wear the gloves. Let's do the second set. In hindsight, doing that static hold again probably wasn't the smartest idea, but you live, you learn. So I think I want anywhere from 12 to 15 reps for these. It's weird not having the round dumbbells. That's the only thing that's a bit strange about these item links, but they feel really well balanced. They feel good. And from what I've heard and read online about these, you can drop them, you can do whatever you want with them, and they're extremely, forget the word for it, but they're extremely durable. Although I don't drop anything here because I'll break my floor. But yeah, that's the start of week 10. A bit frustrating. Doesn't feel great. I'm a bit disappointed about my bench. Keeping in mind, like, I felt a sickness, a bit of an illness coming on these last couple of days, and I did take an extra day or two's break. I But I think I might need a rest week. I don't want to stop. I'm too motivated. I'm too going forward now. I just feel great. Like, I want to keep going. But maybe it's time for a bit of a rest before starting a new program. But I get the dumbbells. I have everything set up and ready. You don't want to take a rest when you're feeling motivated and you just want to push things out and keep going and keep improving. But maybe it's time for a little rest. Every time I have a rest, I come back stronger. It's just hard to give up a week, which is silly, but like for someone like me who's a very extremist personality, I think breaks can be worrying because you're like, oh, what if I take a break and I don't come back? So I don't know, I'll have to have a think about that. But I'm going to get through this week, keep it going. I'm going to maybe incorporate the Isolinks a bit more into my next routine, do some more kind of unilateral work, especially if I can increase the weight in them. I might spend a bit more money and just get the increased weights, because then if I put a bit more weight on, maybe I can do some bench work that might help improve my bench in my next routine. Rather than using a barbell for like a couple of months, I'll move to just the dumbbells. The same with the incline work. I think 36 kg should be more than enough to do incline bench work with, and flat bench. I think so. I'm not sure. We'll see. I'll add more reps anyway. Other than that, I've got one more set of these. Then I'm going to move on to skull crushers. I love the end of this workout. I like doing flies and I love skull crushers. And skull crushers, I'm also going to get to use the Isolinks for the first time for those. So it's all a plus. When you get new equipment, you just want to use it the whole time. It's the same with the Versa grips when I got them. But it's nice getting these little upgrades into my gym. I'm like keen and ready to use them. And I just love tomorrow if I could get a new barbell, a squat rack, like deck out a place to have my like proper home gym setup. And if I had the money, I'd probably get a couple of machines too, but I don't have the space. I don't have the money, definitely not. So I probably need to relax a small bit, but that's why it's so hard to take a rest week. But anyway, that'll be the week 10 push day done, and I need to relax a small bit. That's another thing. Getting to this 10th week, if we look at all the work I've done since I started, my bench increased a lot. I think at the end of the week I might do a breakdown of my exercises at the start and then at the end. I think I increased my bench strength a huge amount in this. So just going down one rep 2 weeks in a row, it's not that bad. And I am like working out late again, which isn't great, but I think a well-rested morning workout, statistically to me, looking at my lifts when I do a morning versus a nighttime workout, although I prefer to work out in the night, it's probably better to do a morning one with some pre-workout. Other than that though, let's keep it going, let's keep it going. I'm excited to get into my pull day. I broke my pull-up bar. Might show a clip of that here. So I don't know, I'm going to have to replace my pull-ups for my next routine, because I don't think I'm fixing that bar, and I don't think I'm going to get a new one. I'll probably wait till I have a squat rack to do pull-ups again, but I'll replace it with something else. There's always exercises you can replace things with, and that's the whole point about like what I do. Like, it's just I'm doing the best with what I have, and if I lose the pull-up bar, I lose the pull-up bar. I really like getting stronger in pull-ups. I think it's an amazing exercise to have in your workout. But I've also been doing pull-ups in my workout. It's been in all my workouts, pull-ups or chin-ups, for like 2 years now. So I don't think cutting it for a while is a problem. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you very much. Bye bye.